Exactly as predicted, BTC fell to $98,000. So, guys, this is my post right here on X on Twitter, and I actually had a pinned post on my on my Twitter account, and as you can see over here, this was 21st June. That was sometime earlier yesterday, and I said BTC is going to 98k shortly. Now, this is a screenshot over here when we touched down 98k. We actually went out around 98,600 there, which is roughly 98k as well. Then over here, this was the trade I shared in my private community. This was actually a post. I already shared this trade in my private community in my inner circle. All right, so this was when we took the trade. We took this trade around 103,500. Our stop loss was just around 104. Then, as you can see, as the trade progressed, we kept going. We closed this trade around 99, 400, 500 thereabouts. All right. So, guys, if you trade BTC and gold, this is a channel you should be subscribed to. If you are not subscribed to this channel and you trade BTC, you are really, really missing a lot. Forget the fact that we are just 3,000 subscribers as of now, but this is the most valuable channel for anyone who trades BTC and gold. Now, the question everybody is asking now is, where is BTC heading to? Are we ready to start going back up? Or are we going to continue downwards into 90k or 95k? Now, watch to the end of this video so that we'll break down and see. Now, I have to use an empty chart, all right, a plain chart, no drawings whatsoever, so that you see how these things are generated. Now, the difference between my signal group and other signal group is that most of these other signal group is just basically copy and paste. What I mean by that is they go to some channels like mine, or just copy something randomly that suits their what they feel about the market, and they post, and they don't really care if you make money or not, because obviously it's copy and paste, they don't know what they're doing. But here we get the signal from pure technical price action on the chart. So let me not say much, let's just see how we got that particular setup. Now, first of all, first thing you want to look at is the structure of the market. Now, I already made a video telling you guys about the structure that we're looking at, and the structure that we're looking at was actually this one over here. So we're looking at this particular um, this move down was over here. Then we had this breakout structure. All right. Now, this will not be a clear breakout structure on the daily time frame, because this particular structure actually here is on the daily time frame. So we're looking for price to come down into the golden zone of this particular structure. That was basically how we got our target. Now, looking at the fact that this whole area were just inducements, price will most likely, all right, come down to take out this particular low over here, or this relative equal low over here, which is where we have sitting liquidity. And as you can see, price came down and took that up. So that was basically how we got um our 98k targets. All right, so are we going to continue seeing the markets going down or going up? Well, before we do that, let's take a look at the trend line, all right, that we can plot on this chart. Now, there's a trend line I already told you guys from our previous video, which was this one over here. I told you that a daily channel is forming on the chart. Now, if we can see, let me just draw the second line so that, as you can see over here, now we are getting a confirmation of a third touch. Now, I already told you guys about something like this in my previous video, but let's just do this. So if we see a bounce, a clear bounce from this area, let's say something like this, all right, then it's obvious price is going to go to touch the edge of this trend line before we will now either see something like this rejection. This is actually the major blueprint of what I have in my mind that BTC is going to do on the long run. All right, so we're going to see maybe a bounce from here, price might push upwards, then come down, push again, tap that the other side of the trend, and then come down. Now, even if before price gets to the other side of the channel, right? For the fact that we see a push here, it's going to confirm that we now have 1, 2, 3 touches, making this whole channel making it a valid channel. All right. So what you want to be doing, all right, as a trader watching this video is that you want to be taking buy position somewhere close to this line and taking sell position somewhere close to this line. Any trade you're entering in the middle over here, if you don't know how to trade BTC very well, you are going to get knocked out of that trade. Though the trade we took it in the middle. Why? Because obviously I already understand how price action in BTC works. So, but if you don't understand price action or you don't trade price action, taking sales from this other trend line and taking buys from this trend line is going to be the best thing you want to be doing right now. So, are we going to see market bouncing back? Well, it all depends on what we're going to see here. Now, if we see BTC closing, all right, if we see BTC closing above this area, all right, on the daily time frame, then it simply means that we are going to, that is, if we see something like this, then price close above this yellow line. That yellow line is around 103 or 104. Then we see, if we see a close on the daily above this yellow line, we're going to see a retracement. Then we're going to see price pushing over here. So you are either buying from this level or buying from this level to target this level over here. So in the long run, I would say that BTC has actually consolidated enough, all right, but we have to actually look out for the reaction in this. The reaction in this area is what is going to determine if BTC is going to continue to go down. All right. Now, if BTC is going to continue to go down, then the target is going to be 95K. Why 95K? Now, let me remove the drawing so that I can also show you something. Now, if BTC failed to hold this level over here, then the next target is going to be 95K. And the reason I'm saying 95K is because 95K is a psychological level. Now, what do we need to see to confirm that BTC is going to go down to 95K? There's a trend line over here. As you can see, price bounced from that trend line. That trend line and that channel is what price is currently reacting to as at the time of recording this video. So as you can see over here, this over here is a trend line. So as you can see, it is trying to bounce from that trend line. So areas like this, when you see a channel, two trend line and price is reacting there, if we successfully see, let's say, a change of character on the 1 hour 15 minutes time frame, something like this, then simply means that price is going to go to this other trend line over here. All right. But if we see something like this, if you see price coming down, then do something like this, then reject, then price is going to go down to 95K. So this is basically the summary of where BTC is right now. So guys, if you're trading BTC, pay attention to number one, pay attention to this channel, then also pay attention to this trend line over here. Then if you are trading smart money, then you also obviously want to be paying attention to this particular structure over here. All right, as you can see, the reaction in this golden zone is what we are looking out for. So whatever strategy you are trading, they all align together. That depends on what you are comfortable trading. So guys, that is all for BTC. Guys, do have a lovely weekend ahead, and I believe that next week, all right, we're going to see massive move with BTC as well. Stay tuned also, because I'm going to be posting an update about gold during the week. All right, take care guys, and do have a lovely weekend ahead. Bye.